Good morning, students of class 7. Today I'm going to teach you chapter 8 literature, The Last Bargain. Today I will explain the chapter to you, and next day I will give you the question answers. So let me tell you about the this is a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. So I will start off. Come and hire me, I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. So what happened was this man was looking for a job, looking for work. So he went on the roadside and on the stone paved road, and he was asking, "Come and hire me. I need a job, and if you need somebody to hire, I am available." And then he saw a king came in his chariot, and he held a sword in his hand, and he said, "I will hire you. I will hire you with my power." But his power counted for naught. Naught means nothing. And he went away in his chariot. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. So he went away. Midday means when the sun was very high and hot. People were indoors, the doors were shut. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. So he was walking around the crooked lanes, wondering whether he'll get a job or not. And then an old man came out with a bag of gold. He pondered and said, he thought and said, I will hire you with my money. So he told him, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. But this gentleman turned away from the old man. He didn't want to work for him. Now it was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. It was evening and the garden was blooming with flowers. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. So a beautiful lady or beautiful girl came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. The sun glistened on the sand. The sun shined or shone on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. Waywardly means disobediently. Any, it was anyhow. A child sat playing with shells. Now, a child was playing with shells on the beach. He raised his head and seemed to know me. He raised his head and he seemed to know this man and said, I will hire you with nothing. He said, I will hire you with nothing. From thenceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. Now, what is the meaning of bargain? A bargain is a transaction between two people. So, let me explain to you the full poem now. I've explained a little. Let me explain more. Now, Last Bargain is a poem written by the famous and renowned Bengali poet Rabindranath Tagore. It is a poem about a person looking for a job. The speaker in the poem is searching for a job in which he does not have to lose his freedom. He wants a job, but he does not want to lose his freedom. But here, people who offered him a job, they were offering him a job with power, with the king's power. The other person offered him a job with gold coins, and the lady offered him a job with a smile. But he didn't want those. He wanted a job, but also he didn't want to lose his freedom. He receives the first proposal from the king. The king offers him power in return for his labor. The king tells him, I'll give you power for your labor. Whatever work you do for me, I'll give you that power. but he refuses the king's offer. Why? Why does he refuse the king's offer? I will answer you later at the end of this explanation. Now he received the second offer from a rich man. Remember the old man? He offers the speaker lots of gold in return for his labor, for his work. The old man offered him a lot of gold for his work. If he does work, he'll give him a lot of gold. But the speaker refuses his offer also. Why? He receives his third offer from a beautiful girl. She says that she will give him smiles in return for his labor. She told him that she will be happy, or she will make him happy and give him smiles for the work that he does for her. The speaker refuses her offer too. He also refuses offer. Why? Why does he refuse the three people's offer? Now in the end, he finds the child playing on the seashore. The child says that he will offer him nothing in return for his service. So he says that the child offers him nothing. The child did not tell him, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. The child told him, I give you nothing if you work for me, for your services. The speaker accepts the child's offer as he can still be a free man. He accepts the child's offer because he can still be a free man. Another explanation is that the last bargain is a poem describing the story also. Describing the story of a man who is in search of a job. Now he wants a job, as I've told you, without losing his freedom. Now he gets offers from powerful, the rich, the beautiful, but turns all of them down. He finally accepts the offer of a child, which is the last bargain. The speaker receives the first offer from a king in the morning, early in the morning. The king possesses more power than wealth. Thus, the king offers him power in return for his service. Like I told you earlier, the king told him, I'll give you power for your service. For you, whatever work you do for me, I'll give you the power. But the speaker thinks, why? Why did the speaker refuse him? Because he thinks that his power is not much worth it. It will fade away soon. Power doesn't be with somebody for a long time. If the king is defeated or chased out from his kingdom, he will lose that power. So that's why he refuses to accept the king's offer. Now, in the second offer, he gets from a man during the day, the rich man, the rich old man. He offers him a lot of gold for his services. But the speaker was not interested in the gold and wealth. It did not attract the speaker. It did not make him interested because he was not attracted to the gold. And remember what he wanted. He wanted a job, but he wanted his freedom. He did not want to lose his freedom. He felt that the money will be soon spent and it cannot buy everlasting happiness. Money cannot buy you happiness. He thus refuses that offer too. Now in the evening, there was natural beauty and flowers were all around. Remember a flower blooming? So there was natural beauty and flowers were blooming all around. And then a beautiful girl with a pretty smile offers him smiles in return for her service. The speaker feels that her happiness was sorrowful in disguise. Her happiness was hollow. She had no happiness. It's just she's showing it on a smile, but inside it was hollow. It was just her life was sorrowful in disguise. Thus, he did not find it also suitable for him. So he turned that offer. But why did he accept the child's offer? Three people's offer he accepted and he gave the explanation why. But ultimately, while walking the seashore, there he finds an innocent child playing with seashells. And he plays there with him. He sits there and starts playing with him. The child says that he can pay him nothing. He can give him nothing in return for the labor, what he does. Whatever work he does for the child cannot pay him because child does not have anything. The speaker accepts his offer, but why does he accept his offer and refuse the other offers where he was getting something? Well, he feels that while playing with the child, he will not lose his freedom. While playing with the child, he will not lose his freedom. He will be a free man, and he will also receive everlasting happiness playing with the innocent child. Right? Playing with the innocent child, he will not lose his freedom. He will receive happiness, everlasting happiness, just like the three people whom he refused because he didn't want to lose his freedom and he wouldn't have been happy. But over here with the child, he was he would not lose his freedom. He would be have happiness forever. This was the last bargain that made the speaker accept it, as he was not to compromise his freedom. Freedom was important for him, so he didn't want to compromise his freedom for a little money or little power or a little smile. A smile in disguise. Now, what is the conclusion? What do we learn from this story? For real and everlasting happiness, we do not need power. For real and everlasting happiness, for us to be happy, for us to be real, for us to live in the real world, we do not need power. We do not need money or beauty. Because I am very beautiful, so I think I am very happy. Because I have a lot of money, I am very happy. Because I think I have power, I am very happy. It will keep me very powerful. Because I am very intelligent, I think I am the most intelligent than everybody else in the whole world. And I know everything. Nobody can beat me. That will make me happy. No. Freedom and innocence can make a person's life happy and contented. When you have freedom to think and not to think bad about others or to think that others are lower than you, their thinking is lower than you, or that you are intelligent than them. No. Freedom and innocence of a child. A child is innocent. A child says things he does not mean because he's totally innocent. Can make a person's life happy, can make our lives happy and contented. So, this is the moral is that we should live our lives just like this child and also the man who was searching for a job. He didn't want to compromise on his freedom and his happiness. And he found happiness and freedom by playing with the child, by playing with an innocent child. So today, I will just teach you today so much. And next class, I will give you the question answers. And after that, and the homework will be, you learn the poem. The poem, you learn about 3 stanzas. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 lines. 13 lines. And you learn all the meanings. Even previous chapters, those meanings you learn, because we don't know when school reopens. School will reopen, and if it does reopen, if you don't study, and if it does school does reopen, then it will become a problem for you. So you keep studying at home and don't waste your time and read this chapter and try and understand the meaning. I try to explain to you with the best of my knowledge regarding this chapter, even the summary. So next day I will give you the question answers and the homework you do on your own. If you have any problem with the homework, you can contact me on WhatsApp. I will try to help you. So bye for now and all the best.